Nation football fans, to another edition of Growlin' and Prowlin'. I am Mr. CeeLo, talking all things Carolina Panthers, from the regular season to the postseason to the Super Bowl, from the off-season to the draft to OTAs and preseason. Let the growlin' begin. Oh, welcome back, Panther Nation. I'm sorry, guys. I've been out for a minute trying to get my other shows off the ground, but I have not forgotten about my first love, which is my Carolina Panthers. I was very excited about hearing the news that Justin Houston was added to the roster. I was even more ecstatic when I found out what they paid for him. $7 million? Oh, yeah, very much. And $6 million guaranteed. Boy, these guys in the front office know what they're doing as far as those books go. But on the flip side, we got other business to tend to, which is way more important. But looking at the Justin Houston pull, I was excited. But then again, you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, you know how I feel about Amari Barno. You know I love this kid. I'm not overjoyed at the fact that they brought in an elite pass rusher, unless they're going to use him to help develop this guy. Because I truly believe Barno can be just as good, if not better, than Burns if he gets it. Now, Burns does have natural talent. I get that. But you watch these two stand side by side. These two guys are the same character. I would venture to say that Amari Barno's got freakish speed. You guys haven't watched him. You need to go watch him. He's a freak of nature when it comes to his speed and his athleticism. He just has to figure it out. That's all it takes. But back to the subject at hand. Justin Houston signed for $7 million, and honestly, it kind of confuses me a little bit, because I'm wondering how Coach Evero is going to send these guys out now, because you can only get so many on the field. I'm wondering if he's going to kind of do a flip-flop back with Jeremy Chin playing some safeties. I mean, there are just so many things. They literally said that they were going to play Jeremy Chin all over the field, and it's now looking like that could very much be the case. I mean, this is not even this. When I sit back and I think about this, guys, my brain is rattled. So could you imagine how rattled the opposing offenses are going to be, trying to figure out where Jeremy Chin's going to come from, whether he's going to be playing safety, where he's going to be playing nickel, is he going to be playing outside linebacker? You know, it's going to be a situation where defenses are just trying to figure it out. And then here's the other wild card. We have to remember Deion Jones just got signed. And I was reading one article that said that Frankie Louisville goes back inside. Frankie Louisville was the wild card last year. This guy played some inside and outside. Let's not forget, he played some inside linebacker in situations in the nickel. That was his job in the nickel packages. He would play the nickel linebacker, and at times he would play the nickel corner. These guys are talented. I see what Coach Evero has. He's got a lot of things going on this defense. But the problem I'm looking at now is I'm just really, really concerned about how he's going to deploy all of this. Like I said, much hasn't changed. You got Derek Brown, Shy Tuttle, and Deshaun Williams playing the three, I guess, interior guys, so to speak. You know, that's what they are. You know, they call them defensive ends. That would be Derek Brown and Deshaun Williams, but they're not. They're just edge guys. They're really middle guys on the edge, if you will. And you've got what I like to call the inside linebackers, and then of course they've even got him listed, wild card, Jeremy Chin. And I mean, you could even throw Jeremy Chin back into the safety position. When we get Dante Jackson back, which I still see it being a possibility, we could go out and get us another defensive back. corner, so to speak. I mean, looking at it, you're looking at J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson, and C.J. Henderson. I get that. Most of your what you're doing is you're lining up Jeremy Chin in some situations to play corner, which inevitably speaking, he's not playing. He's not going to play a lot of man on man. I don't see Coach Avero playing a lot of man coverage. But back to the point. They've got a situation here that is Panthers Wire has it where Frankie Louisville's the inside linebacker and Shaq Thompson's the outside linebacker. And then, of course, you got Justin Houston, Brian Burns, and then you got Marquise Haynes and Eater Gross Matos backed up being the second guy, and then DJ Johnson backing him up, as well as Amari Barno backing up Marcus Haynes. They say Marcus Haynes has played well as so forth, but I'm looking at it from the standpoint of Marcus Haynes and Eater Gross Matos are guys that they fit the bill of run stuffing defensive ends. They play containment and they make good tackles. I think what you do with these two guys, I don't think you run. If you have Brian Burns out there on first down, it needs to be a specific passing down. I think you put him out there to start the game at first down, but I think you utilize his talent as a pass rusher. He's a pretty good run stopper. He's not elite, but he's definitely worth his weight in the pass rushing game. Amari Barno's really good in the run game. He's got a tackle on a Lamar Jackson. That's saying a lot. But with the updated status, we also have to talk about the whole Brian Burns situation. Segueing into that, this is not a good situation right now. Of course, you guys know Nick Bosa. What's a good thing is he's here. He wants to be a leader, and that's applauded. That's why I think they need to get this done. They need to figure out some median for Burns to get him his money. Get him his extension. This guy needs to be shown the money for his dedication and his professionalism. This doesn't need to be shunned upon. Scott Fitterer, y'all get it done. Figure it out. Make it work. We got money coming off the books. I think we got McCaffrey's money coming off the books soon. You see, the next year, the year after. Set that money up for Burns, maybe not to get it next year, maybe to get it the year after, because I'm pretty sure McCaffrey's money comes off after that. You've got quite a few guys' numbers that are coming off the books. I'll look those numbers up eventually and put those out. If you got a couple of contracts that are coming off, that guaranteed money, Robbie Anderson's a guy that's getting it. DJ Moore's money, but DJ Moore just got his money, so I think we've still got 2 or 3 more years committed to DJ Moore, but he deserved it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But Burns, they say they're far apart. They're not even close. But and they're basically thinking that the whole Nick Bosa situation is what's going to set the market or to set these dominoes up, so to speak, in this whole prick. But we have Justin Houston for this year. We have Brian Burns for this year. But, guys, we need to get this done. Scott Fitterer, y'all need to stop playing. Get this thing done. We need to have a happy Brian Burns here. Not a guy that's wondering if he's going to get screwed like a lot of these players do. That's right. It needs to be done. Let's go, Scott. Get it done. Outside of that, it was a pretty good day for us. I was really happy with what transpired. I was actually shocked. I was actually doing another show when the news of Justin Houston came out, because there were so many people that were wondering if we were going to make any moves. One of the takeaways from practice was that Coach Wright confirmed that Bryce Young will be starting on their first preseason game Saturday when they host the Jets. And I think that's a good thing. A lot of people are going to say, oh, no, you don't want to take him. Well, he's got to get used to game speed. You're talking about a rookie that's going out there and he's going to have to, figure it out on the fly in a regular season game. No. People are going to say, well, you want him to be healthy. Well, here's the other thing. You also want him not to be making mistakes game one that's going to cost you a game. So you want him to cost you games in preseason. People sit there and say, well, him not being any good day one is just as much as bad as him being hurt. So, and I like what Frank Reich said. His approach is we just have to be smart about how we deploy him. He says, so we have a general idea of how many plays we get through. But we can be adjusted by 10 to 20% depending on how things can go. So basically, he's trying to get him defensive looks and getting him up to speed on game speed. And I'm really happy about that. I think we need that. We definitely need to bring him up to speed on things. He needs to understand where things need to go. And I'm really happy about what I'm seeing at practice, and I'm happy about him starting. So, but we need to get this Brian Burns thing. Guys, let me know what you think. Whether you think the Justin Houston deal was a good signing, whether you think we should keep Bryce Young on the bench until opening day, or whether what you think the good number for Brian Burns needs to be, or is Brian Burns being unreasonable? But go to my Instagram page at Mr. CeeLo and check me out. Check out my other show. Check out what I'm doing, and go to the Growling and Prowling Facebook page and add your comments and take the survey that I'm going to try to get up before the end of the night, and also like and subscribe to the video, guys. There's a lot of there's quite a few YouTubers out there, but not a lot of them are putting out their genuine content. Just playing. You guys are the judge of that. Also check out my Gridiron Gab Pro Style, where I comment on all things in the National Football League, the biggest stories, the worst takes, and the best takes. I will be coming up with all 32 teams' rankings, and as well as what they're going to do in the regular season, what their projected standings will be. I will also be doing Talk Like a Champion. We are less than 3 weeks away from the opening kickoff of the college football season, and I will be coming out with Gridiron Gab Triple Option, which is the college version of Gridiron Gab. I am also going to be updating the Talk Like a Champion YouTube page. Please go by and like and subscribe. That's going to do it for us today. I appreciate you guys coming and spending some time on my page and listening to my shows. But always remember, keep prowling the airwaves and keep growling out. Keep pounding.